Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of the Squared Circle Shenanigans. I'm Scotty,
And I'm Keith.
and we have a special guest today in Jeremiah Goldmain.
Let's go.
That was weak.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, Scott. You've only seen me do my entrance a billion times, so I'll do it real quick. If you
Thank
don't
you.
mind.
I just want the
Ladies and
professional.
gentlemen, for those of you who don't know me, I am, of course, the fashion sensation across all 4 elemental nations, the last swag bender himself, your boy, the 24-karat lion Jeremiah Goldmain.
And that's how it's done.
You know.
Okay. All right.
I mean, and like just a little pizzazz. You need that. I see you. You're up and coming on the comedian scene right now, dog.
I'm trying to be.
You're killing it. I heard you killed it on the last show. It was good.
Thank you very much.
You know, I heard you had a heckler, like
Little.
little heckler, tiny dude, little ant-sized guy, little 15-minute sized person, if you will.
I think, yeah. I think it went pretty well, though.
No. I heard everything like that. I just heard you had one heckler.
Yeah, just one.
But then you got him.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about time to thank our sponsors. We'll go ahead and do that, Keith.
It's a very good idea. Yes. So we want to send a big thank you for the love and support to the Little Brown Jug, Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill, IWR themselves, 8 Mile Vodka, Mugsy's, Monroe Sports Center, Lane's Pizzeria, Deb's Floral, Ruthless Pro Wrestling Edge, and DTW.
Lane's Pizza.
Lane's Pizza.
Wait, did you say DTW?
I did say
Jeremiah's got the
Isn't
DTW.
that the dudes talking wrestling thing?
I
That
think so.
podcast?
Yeah,
They're a podcast, right?
Supposedly.
And this is a podcast, right?
This is definitely a podcast.
And they paid you guys to advertise their podcast on your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. That's like buying a bus ticket, but like in the podcast. Okay, cool. Anyways,
All right.
All right. Well,
Yeah. All right. Well, today, fellas, we're doing tag teams and factions. And then
We
a little
like
later, we will be
this
doing a fantastic interview with our very own guest, Jeremiah.
absolutely. Can't wait to have you answer some questions for us.
Yes, should be a good one. We're gonna start off first with what is your favorite tag team? The best tag team in your opinion
of all time,
of all time?
Of
any
all time.
any industry,
like any company,
Any
just
company,
period,
now,
like
any
wrestling.
pros, indies, anything. Your favorite
There's a
team,
lot.
Favorite or best?
best, should say.
Because
for
it is
sure.
because you gotta figure like that's two. You know what I mean? Like,
I wrote
that's
down.
two.
I did write down best, so we will go with
All right.
best.
So best tag team of all time. Man, that's hard, dog. Like there's so many great ones, right?
It really is.
Like the 90s, like that was a tag. That was
Yeah,
like a tag
literally.
team, like
Literally,
era.
everyone.
Right. I mean, like, and then you got modern day era. You could say like the Bucks are a name that could be brought up,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Like,
2000s were
I'm
great.
personally not going to say they're the best of all time,
No,
right? Like,
absolutely.
there's many
Not
that
right
came
now, at
before.
least.
For sure. Yes.
I'm going to say, realistic, like, personal opinion, the greatest tag team, it's going to be Edge and Christian. It's going to be Edge and Christian. Not
Okay.
only were they a technically sound team, they were an entertaining team.
5
They
second
were
pose.
involved
5
in
second pose.
literally all of like the quintessential ladder matches
Absolutely.
of the like Attitude Era. You know what I mean? Like
TLC.
they have a high number of tag team championships, and both guys went on to become world champions multiple time, mid card champions. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir.
What's crazy is they got their good old 5 second pose, but what's
and
even
I was gonna say they got the
what's-
pose.
but what's even
That's-
better is they
that
last
looks
more
on
than
forever.
5 minutes on in certain things, including their podcasts and their show.
Oh, dog, I love that show.
It was
More
good.
than 5
AAC
minutes.
Podcast. It was so good though.
It was nice.
It was so good. Who's
All
ready
right.
for a five?
You're up,
Okay,
Scotty.
so I wrote down like different promotions.
Okay.
But if I went all time and I had to pick just one, that's a tough task for me. But I would pick probably the Road Warriors because
Okay.
they went across different promotions and just dominated everywhere they went. And then just Hawk and Animal were just powerful dudes, and they could beat up anybody they wanted. And their ring presence. I was watching Clash of the Champions one time, and it was like a Chicago street fight.
Yeah.
And they wrestled. I think it was like Brian Knobs and it was the Nasty Boys, I think, and it was just a dog fight, and it was awesome.
Oh, they hit people, man. They were like
Mhm.
hard hitters. Hell yeah.
I really enjoyed their entrance on the motorcycles with Paul Ellering.
And
That was
SummerSlam '92.
That was
the
a
doll.
the doll too.
Don't
Yeah.
forget the doll. The best
Yes.
member of the team.
Yeah. The Road Warriors, though. Oh,
I
what
do
a
like
rush!
I do
they
like
were
the
good.
Road Warriors.
Paul Ellering.
Rush.
I wish I could do that. I cannot.
I could try, but it wouldn't be the same.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good pick.
That really is. I went with a little more modern, sadly, but I went with the Brothers of Destructions, preferably, late 90s, early 2000s.
The Kane Taker.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I went with like Masked Kane and American Badass Undertaker.
I could see them
one.
walking together.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Undertaker being like, he wasn't necessarily like all the way the American Badass shit, but he wore all blue.
Yeah.
But it was like the jean outfit.
Yeah.
And long hair.
Yep.
That was really cool.
See, I love that now we love Biker Taker. Because like when
Nobody
Biker
liked him
Taker
at
was
first.
happening, let me
No one
explain
liked
to you.
it. Yeah. It
Nobody
was
liked it.
what
It's
that.
horrible.
What happened to the dead man? What happened to the guy that never gave up? Now there's this dude.
I know, I kind of liked it though. Like
It's crazy, but
like,
yeah.
Like you think about it, it was like an early day. The
You're not
acknowledge me,
dead anymore.
like
Right.
Roman Reigns, because like he was always about you got to earn his respect. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's his yard.
Bro, he put Jeff Hardy over dog during that
The ladder
era of-
match.
Bro, yeah, I was about. It's
On
one of the
Monday
most.
Night Raw, that
I'll
was
never
Yeah.
forget that ladder match. Dog. Like
I felt as if I really thought Jeff Hardy was going to win
no,
the match.
several times.
Yeah, more than one time in the match. I'm like, oh my, holy crap. Just like,
they're about to put Jeff Hardy up. What?
and then no, it didn't happen.
Not at all.
You got to think he's in a ladder match. He's going to win. He's got to win a ladder match, right?
It's his match.
Oh, man,
He's
it's
got
Undertaker,
to.
bro.
But
It's Undertaker.
yeah, then there's the Legend of the Undertaker.
So I went with a WCW tag team as well, like my favorite WCW tag team, because I always talk about WCW.
WCW
I'm
was
loving
my
it already.
favorite in the Monday Night.
I've
Raw.
got.
I will also.
I that's why I grew up watching. It was awesome.
I've got a WCW team
Harlem
as well.
Heat, like you can't think of WCW, the tag team division, on like in the '90s without the Harlem Heat.
So if I can
Okay.
pick a WCW,
Me too.
I'm gonna go with the Outsiders.
Well,
Scott
yeah,
Hall
but
and
that-
Kevin Nash.
Okay.
that is a great tag team.
I love
too.
it.
But I don't know, Harlem Heat, like Booker and Stevie Ray. When they tried to redo it and like
Harlem Heat 2000.
I didn't really. It didn't really work so well for me. But I really like the Harlem Heat. Like that's
You
like
like Booker T and
watching
Stevie Ray, man.
watching WCW Saturday night as a kid, watching them come out of the little powerhouse looking thing. Yeah.
That's all.
Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Sucker!
Yeah, dude, I love it.
So good.
They get me hype every time.
Oh, bro, no, they were good, man. They were good.
For sure.
But I mean, the Outsiders. I'm sorry.
I love
Sorry,
that.
dog.
WCW, it was a tie for me between Harlem Heat, but I went over with the Filthy Animals, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's
Ray and
that-
Conan
not just
and
necessarily a
et cetera.
tag team. That's like a fed.
That's a
it's like a
stable.
faction.
That's
Well,
a stable.
But then you could.
They
talk
had the
about-
main two people though.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Yeah,
I didn't see. I liked the Filthy Lakers as a kid. Like I liked the Filthy Animals.
me too.
Filthy Animals
Unmasked
were dope.
Ray
Unmasked Ray
him.
was
I loved
awesome.
Unmasked
Yeah.
Ray. I'm not even
coming out
gonna
with
lie,
like
dog.
the camo overalls.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
bro,
Like
it
that
was it was so
like his
gangster,
scene
dog.
in Ready to Rumble. Like
Yes, sir.
I can see that.
Yep.
Like replay in my head.
Really good. I loved it. All right, I like that. Well, since you
Anybody
mentioned
with the Disco Inferno is also a good
Yeah.
answer. Di, like I love Di.
Disco
I
Inferno,
don't care what that does to my credibility. I love the Disco
he
Inferno.
was such a great character.
He was WCW Santino Marella.
You're not
And then
wrong.
like I think about like Buff Bagwell too. Like he's like a
But Bagwell was actually
like,
a
cool-
very good tag
And then-
specialist wrestler.
like he was in WCW in the early, like really early '90s too.
He was with Scotty Riggs.
Yeah, they were like
The what was it? The American Bonds or
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah,
So well, if we're talking about factions too, Filthy Animals is I would go with faction,
okay.
but Raven's Flock was always cool too.
I loved
Ravens
You never
Flock.
knew what was gonna happen. They just sit in the crowd, and then like there's no rules, and they had they had so like Raven and Perry Saturn had cool names, right? Like because they had their names.
Kidman.
But then Kidman was Sick Boy, or there was like like none of them had real names at first. You had Sick Boy.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
Yeah,
they were just these random names.
Yeah,
and it was so great because like here these kids named Sick Boy, and then he's doing a shooting star press, and you're like,
what did Sick Boy just do?
Whoa, he got healthy. He got healthy.
Sick Boy's pulling out moves that I didn't think he could do.
Raven, like I remember like
good.
Raven
like
really doing a promo and he's sitting in the corner and like a fan jumps over and hits him, but he didn't. No, it wasn't supposed that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
He just went with it.
All right.
Freaking awesome.
Planned it, not planned
but
it.
also factions, there's only doesn't matter how many people are in a picture, it's still only one name, and that's the Four Horsemen. Doesn't matter which variation of the Four Horsemen you go with.
You're gonna include a version with Jeff Jarrett as good. Yeah, see, these are
guys.
Hold on, pause.
Listen, you're right. You're
there's
right.
A version with Sid Vicious in it. Like I could name you a bunch of bad versions of the Horsemen too. I would say just say the five. Because if you're going with the original Horsemen, it's a 5-man group.
Yep.
Because they had an amazing manager with them that everybody will tell you is a part of that group.
Even themselves. That's the foreman themselves.
But I do like the Nitro era.
5-man group.
The Nitro era Four Horsemen is great too.
You're talking like
Benoit and Arn, and then Flair.
What about Mongo? You did like Mongo?
He sucked in the ring.
Bro, he's not good. But like I enjoyed him. I didn't hate him on TV. He had Deborah.
And then like
he had
him as an announcer,
like I'm not gonna lie about it.
He was really good at announcing. Like I really liked him. Like
I didn't hate Mongo. Like I don't know. I didn't hate him.
Growing up though, being like watching and not like really understanding everything, like and seeing like between the first and second hour and second and third hour when it happened, the fireworks going off. Like, why is there fireworks going off and there's a match in the ring? Like, what's going on right now?
Because they didn't understand you should just wait. No, they were just like, nope, it is 8:00. Boom, 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 boom.
But
and you'll never get anything like that.
No, WCW was awesome.
If my company could afford pyro, you would have that every hour on the.
Doesn't matter.
Why are you doing that? I don't know.
Just because.
Listen, the only thing we're worried about is entrances. Okay, do not have an entrance during stage pyro time. Okay, do not go. Go to the bathroom.
Just wait to come out.
We're gonna pop way too much pyro. It could be dangerous.
That's hilarious.
All right, what are some of your favorite factions?
Are we doing?
It could be whatever you feel like.
Man, so like you gotta go like, dog. So, like, the NWO, you got to start with like for a minute. Like you had like groups before that, you know what I mean? But like nothing really in American like wrestling, I feel like was factiony until the NWO was formed. Like was like, yeah, you can say they started adding too many people and it got crazy and stuff. But like, if you were watching during that time,
you'd understand.
As a fan, it was great. Right. You're just like, who's gonna join next? Who's gonna turn? Who's gonna fight? Like, it was insane, right? Like we're in a big boom of wrestling right now where it's huge, right? Indie shows are selling out.
Yeah, absolutely.
The normal shows are selling out. Viewership's at an all-time high for like, but it's still not like where it was, dog. Like everybody was walking around in NWO shirts or DX shirts.
Right.
Another legendary faction.
Right. I was gonna say something about that. Yeah.
Right, like both of them. Like, and then you can go to like the closest thing we have in the modern era, I would say, to one of those size levels is the Bullet Club, which is awesome, which is amazing because it started as a New Japan product, and it got so big that like they you know how Hot Topic like started selling WWE shirts and stuff.
They started selling.
They have Bullet Club stuff too, right? Yeah. So when the story goes, when Hot Topic hit up WWE and was like, "Hey, we see all these like Bullet Club shirts all around. We want to start selling those." And WWE had to be, that's not us.
That's not us.
We can't say yes because
that's great. Like, but like, man, like so, like the Bullet Club's huge, right? For like a modern day faction, right?
It's gone through so many different leaders too, and it stayed up like
it stays
like
relevant.
A top faction
for sure.
So I'm gonna name those three. I'm just gonna go with the money.
What? Here's a what? Like a.
We said.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Or is your only
I was I
that
think he was
trying to
saying
fi-
something. I was just
trying to
waiting.
bridge into your
Going
turn.
ahead. Going ahead.
We did it. There it is. Go
Okay.
ahead. Take
Well,
your turn.
that was
Yeah,
interesting.
we
my
bridged
bad,
in.
sorry.
Oh, I was trying to bridge into it. He got it.
That was interesting. All right. Well, I went with a mixture of two, which funny enough, both have Triple H. I went with my top ones as D-Generation X or Evolution.
Evolution was good.
Evolution was really good. I really liked hating them.
They played the bad guys really,
Really
really
well.
well.
And the whole point of that was to make 2 stars after that group disbanded, and you got Randy Orton and Batista.
And that's
who
what happened. Look
Are
where we're at.
huge.
Legends for sure. But
3 Hall of Famers.
the
Hall
X though.
of Famers, man. Randy, like just because
Randy,
he's not in yet,
Yeah,
but
like,
yes,
he's
he
a
will
fucking-
be
he's a
for
shoo-in.
sure.
That's gonna
Yes,
happen.
that is like.
I was gonna
say
Right.
I was gonna say 3 Hall of Famers and a current competitor still trying to go for the world title. He's already said
Man.
after he recovers, he's gonna try to continue for a few more years, and he wants at least one more main title run.
He's gonna do it.
So-
I love he can't be the legend killer anymore. But that character,
No, but he is the
that
Viper.
came.
He can come back as a legend killer.
He could, but
Roman
it's,
Reigns is a legend right now. I was gonna say Roman's a legend right now. Roman is the
I guess a
living legend.
Roman's at 900 plus days, almost 1,000.
about
So
to-
yeah,
he's
he
about
is
to
a
knock
legend.
the
I
Hulk
still-
He
I
technically is a
list.
legend.
I really still was in shock that Cody didn't win that match.
I wasn't.
like that.
I wasn't.
But I watched Bully Ray talk about this, and I really like where I think it's going to be going. He thinks like what he thinks. I agree with him. He's going to have his like own hard time story, like his dad. You know what I mean? He's going to go through. Now he's got to fight Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
Let me ask you.
That would be-
Let
that
me-
would be
let me ask
interesting.
you a question.
That I
right?
saw. I
Right.
could see that
Let
coming.
me ask you a question. So Cody beats Roman, right?
Okay.
Now what?
Cody competes in dream matches for the title.
For what though?
Against-
What, like what? Yeah, what would be the story
What's the
for
story?
that?
Like,
Yeah,
what-
you
well,
keep
that- yeah.
What is
going.
the
right.
literal story?
It would
Yeah.
be bigger if
Like,
he beats him
it's
after
not-
he's at 1,000 days.
That's
too.
fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
After-
Roman, you got to look like, this is just my like wrestle brain. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so you have a story right now that hasn't been done in ages, right? Like nobody has put this much time into a story, this many years into
Right.
a story, right? And you're probably never going to be able to do it again. You're not, you know what I mean? Like
This is true.
it's so you
Keep it
keep
going.
going. Right, like Cody's destiny is to be the champion, but it wasn't to be the champion at
And
WrestleMania.
with this first
Right.
shot, I totally agree with that. I like that's a like a
And also,
fresh
I don't think-
like perspective.
I don't
for me, and
think-
I do. I agree.
You know what I
with
mean?
that.
Like, and I don't think Cody taking down Roman does much. Like for Cody, right? Cody's already there. Cody's
Yeah.
a megastar.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like Cody is they're singing a song now in WWE where we just literally
Yep.
just took it. It's here now. Boom.
Right.
Megastar. Right. He
For sure.
doesn't need that. Whoever beats Roman is a literal in 3 seconds has now just went to wherever they were to wow.
The top.
You're
basically.
the guy.
Who would you
Right.
think
Right.
should be able to? Who would you like to see?
I don't think
knock
he
off
signed,
Roman?
bro. I don't think he signed yet.
Who do you think? Who
No,
would you
I
like to see?
I don't think he's there yet. I don't
Okay,
think the guy
they-
exists.
So
I don't think-
okay. I
don't
get what you're
think
saying.
I don't think right now like that guy's there. I don't think anybody's that guy. Right? Like
I think
Think
they
about
have
it.
to create that guy.
I think somebody has to become that guy. Right? Like, and I don't think it's gonna be one of those like they can make that guy like in like writing and stuff. It's gotta be one of those like this was kind of natural, right? Like we
Right.
all wanted the heel Roman. We got it, and they're like,
It's
this has all
wonderful.
just become this just amazing story, right? Like it's all
Right.
just fallen into place correctly. Injuries have happened, which has caused stuff to change, which has just made the story even better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
They can
Right.
keep-
Like we need one of those situations, like a Kofi or a Daniel Bryan, where like it has to be like it's just written. This is it, right? Like almost like the Sammy thing was there,
Yeah.
but like the tag belts, that was phenomenal.
For
Right,
sure.
You know what I mean? The
Yes.
greatest tag
I got
match in the
you.
history of tag wrestling.
I got
First time main
chills.
event, 5-star match.
Like,
Yep.
I got chills.
It would have been
watching that
6.
match.
Wasn't in the Tokyo Dome. It's a rule. I don't care. I don't make it.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Like, you guys got somebody
I
to
don't make
clean
the
it up, or
rules.
one of you will. It's fine. But
Listen,
Keith will do it. It's
it's
fine.
fine.
We've
It's
got
on
a
his side.
janitor.
It's on his side.
Yeah. Gilly. We'll get Gilly to do it.
Gilly can do it.
Gilly.
Gilly.
Shout out to Gilly the kid.
Gilly's roaming around. You'll hear from him soon.
You know what I mean? Like, dog, like this story, like, I don't think we're done with it.
No.
Like, man.
I can't wait to see what SummerSlam brings. 'Cause I plan on being there.
SummerSlam's going to be dope.
Like, I plan
SummerSlam's
on
gonna
being
be
there for that. So it's going to be awesome.
That should be an interesting one for sure.
They released like what the setup looks like in it.
Thousands of Detroit screaming fans.
Yeah, it's gonna look like the Royal Rumble kind of. Where
That's pretty cool.
Where it's not a big stage; it's a smaller stage they come out on. It's gonna
That's
be
awesome.
Cool.
Like, I love giant entryways, right? But at the same time, we literally probably could have cut 3 hours off of Mania just from like the amount of walking people.
That's
had to
true.
do.
That's true. I mean,
It was so
WrestleMania
long.
3, they drove. I mean, was it Andre? Was Andre? They drive everybody
No,
out on
everybody
carts?
got-
Everyone
It wasn't
got a
just
cart.
Andre.
No,
Everybody got a car.
no, everyone got
Andre
a
said,
cart.
I'm not wrestling if I have to
It's
walk out.
bro.
So
I'm not doing it.
Either
It's
you
so
give
far.
everybody a cart or nobody. I'm
I
not
could just
wrestling.
walk to the ring and lay down. I'll do that.
That's what's
It
gonna
pays the same.
I can't help Hogan lift me if I walk to the ring.
I can't lift Hogan if I walk to the ring. Like, I'm
By the time I
tired.
get to the ring, I'm gonna need 4 glasses of water just to catch my breath and get
Guys,
ready.
that's 3 miles.
Right. Make it
That's
slant
epic.
downhill and just give me a little
Like,
we'll slide
please.
down. Something.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
What are some odd tag teams that you Russ? Like, I think
Our Truth and anybody.
Our Truth is gold with
Bro,
everything.
he's my favorite. Like, oh god, that's who you want to be.
He's
dog.
like a veteran. He's the
He
man.
was
the prime model at WrestleMania. That
This
was
dude's-
epic.
The guy has more moments. Like, he's everybody's favorite wrestler,
Right,
right?
and he can-
Like,
he can
he
do
has
whatever
so
he wants.
many moments. Bro, like, going into the Royal Rumble, setting up the
The
Money in
ladder.
Bank. Yes, dog.
Yeah.
Like, what?
When he
Yeah.
made
My
Brock
bad.
Lesnar laugh in the promo,
Popped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
listen, that was gold.
He's got so many people that break character.
And then when he was like even a heel, when they were in like London or whatever, and he lit the cigarette up
With
inside
Awesome
you,
Truth.
like that was
I love
That was a
Awesome
good one.
Truth.
Awesome Truth.
I loved Awesome.
Or what
Truth.
was it? Gold Dust in Our Truth.
well, Goldust and Booker T.
Bro,
was
Book
a
Dust.
Really good,
You had
that's a good
who
one.
else? Book Dust was great.
Dust.
So when
they started doing
when
their movie
Ev-
things for the Rock.
when Evolution fucking throws Gold Dust into and he
Yeah.
gets electrocuted and he
Yeah.
just stutters.
The B team. B team was a good one.
The B team.
That was great.
I have the Hurricane.
The Headbangers.
That's a good one.
Headbangers are bro. Mosh and Thrasher.
They were
dog.
great.
Mosh
They
and
were
Thrasher are
amazing.
great. Yeah.
That's
Perry
bro.
Saturn and Al
No,
Snow.
Perry Saturn and Moppy.
How about Al Snow and Head?
Al Snow and Head. Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
likes Head.
Everybody
So-
loves Head.
I have his autograph. I should have put it out there. That would have been cool. I wrote down the Hurricane and Rosie.
That's a good one.
That was-
that's a
he
really
was-
good
The
one.
Rosie was
superhero
shit.
in the shit. The
He was
superhero in
superhero in
training.
man.
He was the shit.
The Hurricane is always great too.
The Rock
Um,
and Sock connection.
That
Because in
yeah.
This is
reality,
your
it is
wife.
it's a odd pairing tag team.
For sure, because he was the top. They were both.
But they were
top,
both just top guys, and
But,
like,
like,
it worked.
but at two ends of the spectrum. like,
They had that
different-
hour-long segment. Here is your life.
Yeah,
Um,
that was
Overtime.
funny.
I know it wasn't long, but Y2AJ.
Y2AJ is one of my favorite because they literally went like
They were random, but
It
they
was-
were great.
it was a 2-week span, right? One
Yeah.
week, okay, cool, we're gonna
But
do
it was
this
random.
thing, and here comes week 2, right? They get merch printed,
Mhm.
right, for one show.
One
They
show
got,
only.
like, it's official Y2AJ shirts, dog. Here we go, and it's their first match, and then Jericho just turns on them.
Listen, Big Show with
They
anybody's
printed
great
all
too. Because
They
Big Show.
printed all of the shirts, guys, and then they broke up the team after one match.
One.
Well,
You mentioned Big Show. Big Show and anybody.
Because he's such a big
Big
dude.
Show has so many partners.
Big Show and
Jared
Miz.
Show was great.
Jared Show was great. Miz and,
Jared Show.
Miz and Big Show.
Show Miz.
That was a good one.
Show and Kane. Show and Undertaker. Mysterio.
Teamed with,
The Big Show. Yeah, that was a weird one.
he
That
teamed
one
with
point.
Albert too for a minute.
Yeah.
To fight
Albert and Big Show.
Was it? It was Undertaker at WrestleMania. It was like
Yeah.
a handicap match.
Yeah,
that was
it was.
19, I think.
Yeah.
Dogs.
The Edgeheads, Hawkins and Ryder.
Well,
No,
that's
that's
the
an
most-
amazing team.
That was
They were
the
great.
most random team, though.
No, it was amazing.
What do you mean?
great.
What do you mean it was random?
The most random team to put together.
I don't think so.
Just
It
two
worked
random
really well.
fans
I
that
like
were
Chavo and
wrestlers.
Dolph Ziggler. Little
I
curly
love
white
Dolph.
action.
What? Oh, what?
When you,
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Remember
I do. I was
when
like, wait,
Chavo
what?
Guerrero gingerfied himself?
Yeah.
well, and then Eddie passed away.
Yeah,
and
that
like,
was
and then
done.
done.
Yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
just
That was
stopped.
over.
He was like,
But
well,
his hair was still blonde.
All
when
right,
he came out.
here's an oddball
For the
theory, but they
tribute.
were great because the playing cards made me remember The Godfather.
Bull Buchanan. Are you talking about Right to Censor?
No, Right to Censor was amazing, but it was him and like Mark Henry just chilling, and they had like the hose. Mark has a
Oh, yeah,
sex
sexual
addiction,
chocolate.
dog, yeah.
sexual
Yeah,
chocolate, Mark
He's
Henry.
going after Nicole Bass, like oh dog.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like,
Kane and X-Pac was an odd pairing too.
It was
but
a good one,
but
bro.
It was
Right.
odd but good.
It
Yeah.
worked
It was-
really good.
Kane and X-Pac was a hype team, bro. Like everybody was on that.
Well-
Everybody
bandwagon.
sees the Kane outfit that's fake. No, like somebody just made it green, and like it was because there was a rumor that he was gonna have.
Never gonna happen.
Well,
Never gonna happen. That
I
that
mean-
would have been incredible.
we're talking about oddball teams and Kane. Yeah, Kane and RVD.
Well, Team
That
Hell
was a
No.
good team.
Kane and Daniel Bryan. Yes,
That
Team
was a
Hell
good
No.
team.
Kane and the Hurricane. The
That was a great
Hurricane.
That was a great team, bro. Like,
Kane and Mankind.
too cool.
Too cool.
Too cool and
Too-
Rikishi.
Too
Yeah.
cool.
Grandmaster Sexay.
I do
And
like when they
Scotty, not too hotty.
Whoa.
I feel like I've heard that
Whoa.
before.
Where'd you? Why did?
Why would you say that?
That
was rude.
was a little off. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
That
not
was
good
that
tag
was
team
that was a little weird.
Scotty too hottie.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oof, thank you.
Whoops.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Dog, I teamed with the Easter Bunny last
That's-
Friday.
that is-
Yeah.
that's
that's
an odd pairing.
It is.
That is an odd pairing.
But it
I mean,
weirdly made sense.
no, it
And then
wouldn't
it
be an
turned out to
odd
be
pairing.
Jason Hodge.
Look at that. So
Yeah, no.
Wow.
top-notch Jason Hodge is confirmed to be the Easter Bunny.
Is the
Top-notch
actual
Easter Bunny.
Well, look at that. That makes me happy.
Never
Very.
works on Easter Sunday.
Never.
Because he has a real job on Easter Sunday.
Right, he's gotta go-
He's got to
prove
deliver.
chocolate
He's
eggs.
got to deliver.
gotta-
He's got to
Outside
deliver
dog, right?
baskets and fight people in
What
his
started off
uniform.
as a weird fetish is now becoming a national holiday.
Right. So he just.
He is also the Cadbury Bunny too.
Wow. Those
Yeah.
are,
Meow,
I do
meow.
like Cadbury eggs. Those are great.
Meow, meow.
Well, next time you see Jason, use the restroom. Go get you a Cadbury egg, dog.
Tell him thank you, and
Tell
then
him thank you.
walk on in.
All right. Deuce and Domino.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
So
That I have that
an
one
old
written
girl
down.
came out on the roller skates.
Cherry.
Yeah.
And then it worked, but it was odd for the time, I would say. But Billy and Chuck worked on camera wonderfully.
I want to say Billy and Chuck worked because of Rico.
Yes.
Rico was a
Like,
great
Rico-
manager.
Rico-
the sideburns.
Rico
Well-
was the whole energy there, and also shout out to Rico because fun fact, he is a real winner of American Gladiators.
That's true.
He's awesome.
That is factual.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stop you there for a second. I'm gonna go two different ways with this because I have both of them written down.
Okay.
One has to do with Rico, and one has to do with Deuce and Domino.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, it all kind of connects it the same way. Rico was the manager for 3 Minute Warning, which was Rosie and Jamal, aka Umaga and Roman's brother. And I don't know if either of you knew this, but Deuce and Domino, one of them is Jimmy the Superfly Snuka's son,
I knew that.
Wow.
and that was Deuce. And he is related to Jamal, Rosie, and all the rest of them.
So I didn't know that was connected. That's
Mhm.
really cool. That goes to the Samoan family. They're all.
Yep.
Here's
It's like
a good
Samoa Joe's the only one who's not related.
The
Yeah,
Iwanu
he's just
family.
Samoa
The,
Joe.
the-
He's just
the
Samoa Joe.
Iwana
Only
family is
one.
taken over, and then there's Samoa Joe doing his thing.
And they just let him be because that is not an island you want to go to war
No.
with.
You don't
He's
want to
just
get
cool.
stuck
He's
on
just
that
chilling.
elephant island.
No, that's the Samoa Joe tribe. That's one Samoan, and it's okay.
That's
We-
the
we
only
let them
Samoan
do
you
that.
need.
He's a
Right.
one-man wolf
They got
pack.
their own food, their own everything. It's cool. They got
He's
fire. They do that, bro. You know, here's another favorite tag team. It's not an oddball one, but like we haven't mentioned any women tag teams.
That's true.
Way cool.
Cool.
When they split the title belt, each
Dog,
had a half.
I loved that.
And then you also got for weird Beth Phoenix and Tina Morella.
What was Santina?
Santina Marella, his sister.
What did they call them? I can't remember.
What did she? No, what was his name? What was his sister's name?
His sister's
Santina Marella.
It was Santina.
That's what I thought.
Santina Marella and Santino.
There's Santino and Santina. They're two different people, though. That's factual.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did you ever see it confirmed they were the same person? I've never seen that footage.
No, but I've never looked it up or actually looked for footage.
So, I do. That's
just assuming people don't exist.
I never said that she didn't.
I can't. I would like to see.
Oh, Dominic Mysterio and Mobby is a great. No, it is a tag team. That is a pairing and a half. They are great solo, but like together on TV, that is like it's literally one of the best. It's
kind of like Eddie and China.
Exactly.
That worked really, really well.
Eddie and China was perfect. Dog, it's literally like, so we've already discussed like the bloodline is the greatest thing going in wrestling right now, right? But like Mommy and Dom is a very, very close second. It's so good.
It's like your B part of the episode, like the
really.
subplot.
You don't think so? Like he's never not entertaining.
That's true.
And he always has been since even when he was like just coming into like with his dad.
Like little kid's been killing it. Like I don't think he's rookie of the year because that still goes to my boy Logan Paul. Shout out.
I can
have a bad match.
I can see that.
Anyways,
he's had four, and they're all been 4-star better.
My guys even got injured, worked through it, and then went and performed at Mania. Like, I mean, let's crap on Logan Paul.
I guess the camera through the announce table was dope.
That was hot.
That was something. The Usos are like, man, I never thought of that before.
Like, dude's athletic, dude's talented. Like, if my man could have been a heel his entire WWE run, I think you would feel different.
Probably
because he didn't get it's not his choice. He didn't he knew he wanted to be a heel, but they were like, "Hey, you're a celebrity," you know. Like,
I mean, it's kind of like he wasn't the WrestleMania match.
No, he was. Like they finally let him. Like they let him go heel.
I guess even if Seth Rollins was the heel, he would still be the favorite.
Seth Rollins is in this. He's a modern, he's the modern day Stone Cold right now. Like he's not heel or face. He just does what he wants, and it's great.
The way the crowd eats him up, dude. I get chills. We were at Raw, and just to do the theme song, maestroing it up is incredible.
It's amazing.
And I said it before. I'll say it again. Seeing it on TV and being there in person, so much different.
Dude.
It's really fun.
And you can feel the energy.
You guys go to all the shows, right? Like, would you say there's a big difference? Like, you know, because like you got indie and then you got the big time stuff, right? Like, I would say like I prefer an indie crowd, right? Because it's more interactive.
I do.
That is true. Yes.
At any time you can be in the show versus you're just there to watch that show.
Well, you know, I told you they love to hate you.
They don't yell at them like that at a show. You know what I mean?
And then they're allowed to be damn near up in your face when you're out there, and they yell at you, like scream at you. Dude.
Dog, it's they get violent, bro. Like,
almost, dude. He was one more shut up away from shut the fuck up. Like he was. I could feel it boiling up.
Bro, a little girl told me that I'm a pile of fucks.
Pile of fucks. And she gives none.
She called me poo. This one kid called me crap, and then she was like, "Yeah, you're poo," and I was like, "Oh, that's weak, girl. Like, listen, he just called me crap. Like, you got to come harder than that." And then she like looks. And then I guess she had a babysitter or something. He was like, "Yeah, you can." Or was her dad? He was like, "Yeah, you can swear. You can swear." All right, and we're getting ready for shit, right? And then she's just like, "You're a pile of fucks," and it was just like,
and she gave none.
I let her know that she is now my favorite, and like, you're a pile of fucks. Like,
and she gave none.
Yeah, she gave none. She
gave them all to you.
Yeah.
She literally gave them all to you. You get all of them.
Literally gave you a pile of fucks.
And like I was just shocked. I was like, damn.
That's epic.
I'm curious.
All right, so what are some of your favorite tag teams that are on the indie scene right now?
There you go.
Man, there's a lot. like anything I'm involved in, obviously.
Right.
But
I can see that.
like I'll just like the young Lion Kings, me and a young Xander Bennett. You got the Outset, which is me and Jason. You have the Gold Reserve, which I manage at IWR. Shout out to IWR.
Yes, sir.
Hate you, Gary. No, that's business. He knows. He knows what he's
Sullivan and
Gary
Chambers.
knows, all right, that's for Gary. Gary knows.
Sullivan and Chambers.
Yes, Mr. Bry Sullivan and Davian Chambers. You say the whole name, Keith, when you're talking about great men. All right.
Okay.
Right. All right. So yeah. Anyways, they're really good. But then now not being like, let me take the light off me a little bit. I can share. DTA is an amazing team /
Yes,
faction.
sir.
You know what I mean? Because it comes
do
in
like
many
that.
pairings, right?
Right.
But they're a true blue faction on the indie scene. But like, an awesome team. If you're going to talk about local teams, you got to talk about the Purge is around. They're one of Detroit's longest running teams. They're really good. The Fun Loving Criminals. Shout out to two legends in the industry, DBA and Jamie Cox. Zach
Yes,
Gowan's
sir.
a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a
DBA
lot of people.
Is
That's an
one of my
amazing
favorites.
team, and those guys still go. Like, I'm not even going to talk trash because like they could whoop my butt, and I'm not getting stabbed and set on fire. Like, that's just not something I like to
You
do.
don't want to take a flaming elbow?
No, I'm so good.
No.
I'm very good. Like, you know how much product I put in this year? One flaming elbow goes from, oh, that was sweet, to, oh my God, he's on fire.
He almost killed me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it goes from a 3 count to a lawsuit real
But it was
quick.
still cool though.
But it was
No,
all in
getting-
the, but it was
getting set on fire is never going to be cool, Scott.
But
No,
it was-
you'll never
No,
get me
no, I'm
to.
not saying
but it was in
that.
all in the name
The
of
spot.
wrestling.
Yeah, no, that's cool. No, the flaming elbow is one of my favorite spots because it never happens.
Just
to
as
me.
long as it doesn't happen to
I
him, it's his
love it.
favorite.
I love it. The Neon Ninjas, shout outs to Facade and Danny Mo. If you haven't caught them, YouTube them. They're phenomenal. I'm going to give my shout out to my boy who asked me to give them a shout out because this is a perfect actual spot to shout them out. The
Please
Spanish announce team, my boy Joel, give them a shout out. And I can promise quick little seed plant spoiler type stuff. You'll be seeing them in Michigan with your boy sooner rather than later.
Cannot
Yeah.
wait. I cannot
I
wait
do
for
like
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, is that not the literal greatest thing? Like yelling right now in wrestling. Yeah.
LA Knight's my favorite. Dummy. Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah. It's L.A. Knight. Yeah.
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 Dummy. Yeah.
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 What?
No, see, it's not as good now. I like the yeah. I'm all about the yeah.
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 The what though? The what? Is
The what was
iconic.
it, bro?
It's
What was
iconic.
amazing? Woo!
That's one of my favorite
Woo
things.
is
It gets my
amazing.
You've
blood
got
pumping
multiple.
when
You
you're
got
at
yes.
the arena.
Yes.
You suck.
But yes, also
the yes
gives you
is like
no.
That's true.
no.
that's gone cross.
And then you also
Everybody
get the C, and I love
Oh,
it when
yeah.
they do. I love it when they do C.
Yeah.
delete.
Delete.
That was a that's
delete. I don't know, man, but I think it's the current one, but it's the most fun one. I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and it's like that. Why wasn't he on Mania? I'm sorry to derail this conversation.
No, I
But,
completely
that's a
agree.
personal
Dude, they said people
right.
were inside
I really wanted him to
Crypto
host over the
Arena,
Miz.
Staples Center. They said people were so mad.
Oh
he
my God, bro,
lost
it's
the Battle Royal. I mean, I could see it. He got eliminated. Oh, dude, the crowd was so mad.
He currently is not being dude who's not being pushed. He's literally the people's guy right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we derailed that. We
That's
were
okay.
talking about indie tag teams. Man, I'm trying to think of
The Midwest Scum. Shout out
Midwest
to
Scum is
Midwest
really
Scum
good.
is fantastic.
Zach Thomas and
Zach
the
Thomas,
Dread King Logan.
grimy Zach Thomas. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. You gotta throw that out there. He
Well,
loves that.
when
It's my favorite.
When
thing.
it's the Midwest Scum.
Don't you love the G? I
I-
love the G for Grime Time. Yeah, I love that. It's my favorite.
With their manager,
It's my favorite.
D-Mac over here.
We got fear. We got one half.
No?
Fear and Loathing in Wrestling.
What's wrong with D-Mac?
I love Darren. I'm not even gonna hate on Darren. I love Darren. I've worked with
Shout
Darren.
out to D-Mac. I love him.
Like he's great.
D-Mac deserves it.
But like I'm one of these people that like when I met D-Mac, I was like, oh, cool, Stanley Cup champ, and then I immediately just let him know how I feel because I don't know if you know this, I'm very open with my opinions, and sometimes I don't even think before I speak. And I don't know. I like everybody's always like, oh my God, you did this great thing. And it's like I feel like for every 100 of y'all that like kiss his ass, I just need the reality check him. So like my favorite thing is to be like, Darren, you know why you always see that picture after you scored that goal? Because it's the only goal you ever scored.
That's not true.
Oh, you're right. He scored like 3 others. My bad.
I love D-Mac.
No, D-Mac's
so
amazing. Bro, you gotta
Legend.
think, man. So like if you're looking for a guy who's like technically sound at hockey, that's not the dude. This dude literally though, and this will be the only props I ever give him. So make sure he never watches this.
Just
My
this
man
part.
Yeah, literally like if you can do the editing so he can't like ever see this part. That's
Just
fine.
the
You
good
can
part.
Watch the rest of it. We
Just
watched
the good
few.
part.
Yeah, but just not this part. Freaking my man literally revolutionized the thug position, if you will. Like it has an
The
actual
enforcer.
name, the enforcer.
Yeah.
Like he revolutionized what that is, what it means to be a part of a team, and what it can actually do for a winning strategy.
Yeah.
It led to 3 cups within the first era, and then it helped lead to a 4th cup for him personally in the Wings, and it helped me change literally the entire game of hockey as we know it. So,
Yes, sure.
I mean, don't let him know I said that,
LGRW.
but Andy's pretty funny at his comedy. Like
He's
he's
a
pretty
funny
good.
man.
He's pretty good.
Hook, line, sinker. Gilly, get it.
You can unblock him now.
That's awesome.
All right. Before
Then
we get,
indie one.
I was gonna say, yeah. Before we get to our interview, I have 2 more quick ones. So
One more
once
indie
we
one
get
for
this,
me.
we'll go.
And that is we got Schwartzy right here, and then
Okay.
Kenny Urban.
I do.
Fear and
enjoy
Loathing.
The Kenny
wrestling.
Urban with-
I do
yes.
enjoy Fear and Loathing.
They
wrestling.
I'm glad you
They're
said something
very,
because
very,
that's
very
exactly
good
what I
and
was
very
thinking.
entertaining. I love Schwartzy and I love Kenny.
That is exactly what I was
Hi,
thinking
Kenny.
too. So I'm glad you said it.
No, they're super entertaining, man. They're very good. Oh, I got one real quick. I do want to give these boys a shout out because
Right.
they're very they're green. You know what I mean? They're under a year in, but like you wouldn't know. The Grim Reality. These 2 are killing it. It's the Angel of Death and Preston Riker. And these 2 are big old boys. They're monsters, and
That's
they
awesome.
they're literally like the size of like King Kong and Godzilla, but they move like Ray.
Where could we see them?
You can
if
see
we could?
them at sadly my show. I hate them. They beat me up there, bro. I've been feuding with these kids for like 8 months now. Like
Shouting out the monsters that destroy you, huh?
yeah, you got to, man. Like it takes balls to come after the
Okay.
guy who signs your paycheck.
Touche.
Like,
That's
that takes
that's very
balls,
true.
dog.
This is true.
You know what
That's
I
so
mean?
true.
Like,
Or you could be like Stone Cold and just stun
Yeah,
your
no,
boss
like-
every
like-
week.
but there was only one Stone Cold.
That is very
Do
true.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true.
and right now there's only one Grim Reality.
I was gonna say, well, you got 2 Stone Colds in one team. It
Oh,
looks
God,
like.
dog, and they're getting over too, and it's scary because like once they're over, now you can't even yell at them for beating you up because like oh now the fans like it.
The fans expect it.
Yeah, and it's like crap. This is for us. We do what the fans. Oh shit!
I gotta get beat up.
Oh, and KJ Reynolds, Ryan Matthias. I know you've seen these 2.
Yes.
These 2 are.
I've seen both
They're
of
in
them.
DTA,
I've
but
seen
I want
both
to
of
give them the very special. If y'all at home haven't caught these 2, these are going to be 2 guys who will be household names within 10 years. You are going to see them. They're
I
going
can't
to
wait.
probably help
Super
revolutionize where
excited.
wrestling goes from here. Because I mean, right now we're in the super indie style, if you will. Even
Right.
on the bigger scene, we're seeing it's more fast paced now. You're
Right.
doing more. You're doing like 3 move sequences, be like 1 and pause. You know what I mean? Like it's changing. Like the human, it's attention spans change.
Mhm.
Everything around everything changes what you can view. You know what I mean? And like people want a faster paced style with story. You know what I mean? And these 2 can tell a story in ring. They'll get there on a mic. Like they're young. But like they can do it in a ring, and
That's
they're
awesome.
very good, and they're probably
That's all
2 of
that
the
matters
most
right now.
athletically gifted kids out there on the scene right now.
That's cool. I can't. I've seen KJ wrestle.
Oh, he's a beast.
I've
Little
seen
beast,
both
bro.
of them, and they're
He
really
just
good.
did a death match. He just did one on Friday against Tommy Vendetta of all
That's
people.
crazy.
The biggest rising star in death match
love
right
Tommy.
now.
Tommy's really good.
How do you say you had two
He's good
more?
at wrestling,
Yeah, we have two
too,
quick
though.
ones. We're gonna go with what we would think possibly is the worst faction, and then we're gonna go with our own. So we'll do worst faction first, possibly, or team.
All right, hit
And
it
I
off.
went with a faction. I went with the Spirit Squad.
I'm so mad you said
I
that.
hated the Spirit Squad. The only good outcome of it was eventually Dolph Ziggler.
I mean, Kenny Dykstra.
No,
Homie,
I didn't
the
like.
feud with
I didn't like
DX,
Kenny at all.
That was awesome.
The feud with DX.
I'm not
was
saying.
really
I'm not
good.
saying that it's not good. I just didn't like them as a team, like as a whole
You weren't
faction.
supposed to.
I know. I'd rather
Which
have them
means
come
they
in
were
like.
really good. Which means they did their job. Did you
No.
hate when they came on TV and you wanted to boo them?
No, I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
wanted.
man,
well,
that's crazy.
I technically just wanted them
Damn.
separate. Like they could have came in differently. Is all. That's why I didn't like it.
They were evil cheerleaders.
They were weird male
They-
evil
They were
cheerleaders.
Exactly.
evil cheerleaders. Like, what is not great about
Do you
that?
do you think for one second?
I
were
think
gonna
they
get
were-
cheered?
I-
think they
I'm
would
not gonna
never-
lie. I'm surprised they got over with Vince McMahon.
That was Vince's idea.
Come on,
Probably.
now that's
Actually, now that we're thinking about it, yeah, probably.
Bro, like, have you ever heard that story? Like, where I think it's Brother Love. He has that podcast. where
Bruce
he, like,
Pritchard?
Pritchard, yeah, and he's always going over like stuff, and he was something to wrestle with Pritchard, and he was talking about the gobbledygooker,
Mm,
right? Like when the gooker pops out of the egg,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
a giant turkey,
yeah.
right? And like Pritchard's like, here's Vince. You hear that? You hear it out there? They fucking hate it. They fucking hate it, and I love it.
They love it.
Right? Like
They hated that. Just drew me money.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, of course, that's his idea. But I think if the Spirit Squad would have came 10 years earlier, it would have been more over.
I was gonna say then it probably would have
20 years,
actually
it would have
worked.
been
Yes.
even, like 20 years,
It
they
would
could
have
been
worked.
the most dominant
Yes.
tag team in the history of the 80s.
Yes. 10, 20 years ago to work.
Can you imagine them?
But
Can you
like,
imagine them beating the Legion of Doom?
Oh my god.
And
Because
how much
there's
heat
like
they could
5.
bring?
Oh my god! Because there's 5.
Five of them against the two of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a Freebird rule with them in the 80s then?
Yeah. Oh
They
god.
just
Oh,
yeah.
of
changed.
course. Oh, of
gotcha.
course.
They changed the Freebird rule in the 80s so that they could change members during the match.
Yep.
That's how heel they go.
Fabulous.
As
But
long as they do like a double axle into the ring, he can now be in.
I'm probably gonna
That's
get
how you have to do
I'm
it.
probably gonna get more heat for this one, but my worst tag team is the 2-man power trip, which is Triple H and Stone Cold. I don't understand why they were put together at all.
Well, because they were. Actually, I don't know.
There's not
One was they were both great heels. One was the Intercontinental Champion at the time, Triple H, and of course the man was Austin
Here's-
with the world title.
The issue is
Why put them together?
We'll
Why
just-
team them with Vince
we'll
McMahon?
never
Why
know.
any of it?
We'll never know.
What was the
because
point of it?
Triple H tore his quad.
That's also very true.
Like, we'll
sure
never
it
know.
didn't get
Like,
to take off.
So like you got to figure a story like real talk back in that a story.
We had a
involving
broken
those-
arm Kane and Undertaker fight them for 4 titles for no reason.
Think about this though, like a story involving those 3 was going to have a good payoff.
That's very true.
Back
Yeah,
then.
I'm not
Because
saying
you know what I
I'm not
mean?
saying
Like,
yeah.
It
I'm not
probably
saying
would've ended
it's not.
with
I'm
Stone
just
Cold
very
versus
confused
Triple
on
H.
why they were put
If,
together
it
as a
probably would have
team.
been them fighting for literally every belt at Mania, which could have been hot.
That would have been true.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
That's fair. Okay, that then I
there's a
understand.
payoff
Yeah.
that could have been there, but
That's
we'll
fair,
never
okay.
know because
Yeah,
that awesome tag match.
yeah. But that it's nothing against
That was a
them.
really good tag match before he got injured.
That's true. But yeah, nothing against them separately, but personally or separately. But yeah, together I was just confused on why and what it was and where it was going.
So worst tag
Or faction.
or faction. What was the corporate ministry was great, but like I liked the regular ministry better when it was Undertaker leading everything. I mean the whole storyline with it coming together with 2.
It was
corporate
me,
ministry.
Austin.
It was me. All
It was me all along,
That was supposed to
Austin.
be Christopher Daniels. Oh, I stole your pen.
That's fine. Go ahead. More Pineapple Express. That's what that one is.
So you like the ministry, but we're talking
He
about
didn't like the corporate.
I didn't like the
The
corporate
corporate
ministry.
one. Okay.
Everybody,
That's what I was
that
trying to
was
figure
too
out.
much.
Okay.
The corporate ministry was too much, but it was.
it also
all top
added like
people.
yeah, I was gonna say it also added like 10 people
That's
for
true.
no reason at all.
But not necessarily. Maybe not a faction that I hated, but one that didn't get to take off, or they didn't do it right to begin with, and everybody didn't really like it. Was the core. I really think that second version of the Nexus
Yeah, Justin Gabriel,
really would have taken off.
Ezekiel Jackson, Wade
when
Barrett,
if they would have been
one
able
of the
to
I think
do more,
Heath.
because when at WrestleMania when they get destroyed by Stone Cold, HBK, and Mick Foley,
Yeah,
Dog, the next-
beautiful. They were over over with the crowd,
sold over.
but they were heels, and I thought that one could have, if they would have did better, like if they could have been more over behind the scenes as they were with the crowd, it could have been something great.
Awesome.
Man, I'm trying to think, like, because it's hard, right?
Like there's so many you could think of.
No, yeah, for sure.
A lot of stuff didn't work, and then a lot of stuff that wasn't supposed to work
Ended up working. Yeah.
Yep.
Who would have thought Too Cool to made it, together or separately?
Oh man,
I don't know.
That's
Really?
That's the kind of stuff my brain.
Royal
I
Rumble
was saying, I was
2000?
gonna say I heard a lot of people saying that they didn't think that Grandmaster Sexy was gonna make it alone. at all.
Oh, he wouldn't.
So
he
that's what
wasn't
made
working,
him.
especially.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who would have thought that they would have been perfect together if they were bad separately?
Right.
But like sometimes you just need that other person.
It's kind of
That's
like
also
talking
true.
about the
That's all it
Dudley.
is, man.
We haven't
That's also
mentioned the
true.
Dudley Boys at all.
No, they're
Like,
in the top.
when-
They're with the
They're
good.
the top.
They're in the
Yeah,
good.
literally
They're in the
one of
good
the top.
category.
I watched Welcome to Dudleyville earlier today, just
Nice.
because
That's
like that,
good.
like it's them coming back. It's just
Yeah.
a documentary. Like, dude, they
Man, I can't think
that
of like my
when
least favorite.
when
You could
Public
start-
Enemy.
you
It's
can-
hard because I'm like I don't want to crap on people.
Then you could
Right.
you could
'cause
start
that's
the
hard, you know what I mean? Like it's a business I work in.
you
I don't
can
want to say anything's bad because
you
like,
can-
I'll just throw it at bad writing.
you can
You know what I
that's
mean?
fine. You
Shouldn't have
can
written that.
you can
Yeah, that was on that dude who had no business writing it that they hired off of like
that's fine. I completely understand. You
Yeah.
you could kick us off your like creating
if
your
I
own
could
faction.
create a
Yes.
dream. All right, what are our parameters for a dream faction?
Dream
So
faction.
if you're involved, you get 3 or 4 extra people. If you're managing, it's 4 to 5. You got to have a main
Managing.
star,
Yeah, who would you
a
manage
mid star,
and
a
who
tag
would
team, and a
if I
woman.
could just handpick people to be like, haha,
Yeah,
all
Right.
time prime,
all time.
and then in their prime, like prime.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Someone like if I don't want them in their prime, I'd specify. it,
yeah,
Okay.
Right, because like I do like the Flair. You know what I mean? Like not I'm not choosing Flair, but like I like that role. Like he had an
Yeah.
evolution, right, where it's his job to like
He's still
pass the
wrestled.
knowledge, and he's still wrestling, and he's dirtier than ever.
He was like Paul Heyman in the Bloodline, kind of, but as an active wrestler. Like he did,
mm-hmm.
not like a wise man. But
Yeah.
Dog. So like dude, I think I'm gonna go young guys. To be honest with you, because like that's a great manager. Great manager builds up people, man.
Yeah.
You take people and you bring them to that next level. Like I'm gonna start off right off rip, man. Like he's not my main guy. Like he's not the dude that we're putting to go after Roman if we were
Right.
in the Fed.
So he'd be
right?
like the mid star.
Like yeah, he's gonna be your IC champ for evers. Literally gotta go with A-Town Down, Austin Theory.
Okay.
Bro,
Yeah,
there's
I
so
really
much-
like Austin.
Okay.
Theory. I
So
like how we hate
much-
him too.
Bro, there's so much potential in this guy. Like he's got it, dog. Like it's like he has like a normal look, but like it's not. It works for him. The kid's phenomenally athletically
The
gifted.
selfie
Dog, I
thing
love the
was
selfie
wonderful.
thing.
The whole working with Vince was wonderful as well.
I have a theory that Vince McMahon was trying to so yeah, I'll share it real quick. It don't matter. It's a podcast. It's fun. Who cares? My theory on this is that like Vince McMahon, right, was literally like just pushing Austin Theory, right, to be this great thing because Vince McMahon's dying and he's gonna transplant his brain like that Get Out movie
Yeah.
into Austin Theory. Because Vince is never supposed to wrestle, right? Because like his dad never wanted him to wrestle and he promised he wouldn't. But now he's like, now we have the technology.
To do
We can
so.
do this.
I'm just using
We
you as
can
a
do this, and I'm
kid.
gonna be Austin Theory. So we're just gonna push this kid now. So when I take over, I can just be the guy.
Right now, his name he won't be a
Austin
It's not gonna be a
McMahon.
He's just
Theory.
Austin.
And he's always wanted to be Stone Cold. So there it is.
Like that's my theory on Austin Theory. But
He's a
The
theory.
The McMahon theory on Austin theory.
yeah, man. Like, but I definitely would pick Austin Theory to be my young up and comer dude.
That's
like,
awesome.
The dude's fire. Like,
He can go.
bro, he can go super hard. My tag team would be the Acclaimed.
Like it.
This
I like
is-
it.
because
yeah.
like the problem, like for right now, man, like I it's hard to keep watching. Like there's so much wrestling now. You know what I
There's a
mean?
lot.
And
Yeah.
like I like for a moment there, I was following the Acclaimed every week, and now they're not getting the push, and I'm lost about it because they were literally like the guys.
Well,
Like,
I feel like if they wanted FTR to come back, they had to be the champion.
but it could have been FTR v the Acclaimed, dog. Like, could you imagine?
That would have been
Could
fire.
you imagine that? Like, and you could have
And
been, it
then
could have been a super mega face
The
v face
Acclaimed
match
and
bro,
the
would've been hot.
Guns
Yeah.
going at it, like because of having Billy Gunn with the Acclaimed and how he was stuck with them and not his kids.
Bro, I love it with the Acclaimed, dog.
Listen,
Dude,
who would have thought?
Scissor me,
And-
daddy.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
Yeah.
Right, like
Scissor me.
You're okay. Let's see, you're
That's
doing it
like
wrong.
you better
But there you
scissor
go.
me.
listen. I am a big fan of that. That is awesome. Who would have thought? You know, he had Suck It in the '90s, and he has
Now he's got
Scissor Me
Scissor
Daddy.
Me in the 2000s.
like he still is in charge of.
and I
getting kids
can't
in
wait to
trouble in
see.
school.
I can't
For
wait
real.
to see what he does in the 30s.
In the
in
30s.
the 2030s.
He's gonna be grandpa ass at that point.
Dog. And then you got to go female. Like we get a female
Yes.
talent, correct?
Yes.
Man, there's a lot of good female talent right now, like in wrestling. Period,
Very true.
bro. Like Jade Cargill.
She's really.
That's
good.
a really good one.
Like she
She's-
is my number one person that I think needs to go to the other side.
Really?
Like, bro.
You think she could be a star?
Bro.
I think she's a star right now in
All
AEW.
right, so name.
Listen, just beating
Yeah,
everybody.
she's a star, right? Because they have
She destroyed
they have
everyone.
stars,
Right.
right? They do, but like the reality is the reality, dog. The big monster is the big monster in the room. They're the ones generating millions upon billion. They just sold for $9.3 billion.
This just gave Vince McMahon $3 billion.
Like he is like
Mhm.
that is my man bought a company for $1 million and now just made it over 900 time profit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could
Right.
do that.
Right? Like AEW is not getting bought for 9.3 billion.
Well,
Sorry, I almost
not-
said a lot less number.
Right.
$9.3
Oh,
billion dollars. You know what I mean? Like Cargill could be
Oh yeah.
dog. She
She could be
if you
the
think-
female
if you think
Roman.
Bianca Belair is a big star right now. This lady could be bigger than Ronda.
She could be
Roman.
female Roman.
She could
She'd
be the
probably
first
pass
Jade
him, yeah.
Cargill
Oh
in
yeah.
WWE.
Oh yeah.
Like dog. Like I'm telling you, her. That is like everybody's like MJF. It's like no,
No.
like
He's just
MJF.
a really good
MJF
bad guy.
cannot. He's
Yeah.
great, but he has to be edgy to be
This is
great.
true.
WWE is a family-friendly product that
Right.
makes itself worth $9.3 billion.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're not out here every week saying, like they're not dropping accidental fuck bombs to get like clicks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Touche.
Like they're Roman
Right.
fed Baron Corbin dog food, and they were still winning the ratings war.
Yeah.
like this is reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like MJF he could be good, but like that's not the move for him. Like
Right.
he can be bigger there right now, and then he can get to a point where he doesn't need to be edgy to be over.
Right.
You think that's why he has the 2024 talk?
I think
The
so.
bidding war of 2024.
Well, no, you do that because reality of like a real business situation. Like even if he has zero plans to sign with WWE, you still figure out what they're willing to offer you
Yeah.
because you're going to come back to Tony with that. This
You
is a
should-
business, man.
They-
You're, like
they said
you have to negotiate
They
what
just
you are
signed his
worth, man.
paycheck.
Like you can accept a first offer. I mean, like you can, but like if you think you're worth more, you should shoot your shot. They're gonna tell you no, and then you can accept it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but you shoot your shot, and that guy is valuable. Like
absolutely.
I don't think AEW can. They need him right now.
Yeah,
You
you
know
know
what I
the
mean?
4 pillars. They say the
Yeah,
4 pillars,
like-
and I really think that 4 pillar thing with MJF and then
I don't know about the
Jungle
4
Blade,
pillars.
Darby
One.
Allin,
I
and
will-
Sammy Guevara.
I will say
that's gonna be wonderful.
all 4 of them in a match.
It's
would
gonna
be
be-
phenomenal.
It's supposed to be for the world title too.
That's hot.
All
That's
4
hot.
of them for the world
Who do you
title.
think comes like?
My take on it, I really, really, really like Sammy.
Sammy's the one. So realistically, I think Jungle Boy needs it the most.
I was about to say that.
He does.
I think Jungle Boy, but then
I would
Sammy's
love-
second on that
I would
list.
love to see Sammy, but I think
Sammy's
they're going to
gotten
push it to
pushed.
Jungle Boy a lot quicker before him.
Jungle Boy's had one big feud, and that was with Luchasaurus. I mean, they were the
And
Jurassic
Christian.
Age
And Christian.
well together,
Yeah.
and then Luchasaurus has turned heel.
I like
Like,
heel Luchasaurus.
Yeah,
Like,
he's coming back with a black mask.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming back with a mask that they're not getting sued
Or
for.
something. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It was supposed to be green still, but now it's black, I guess. or
I like
something.
evil because
So,
he's evil.
right.
It helps signify, hey, this big green dinosaur isn't a good guy. Because he's a big mean black dinosaur. Rawr.
Right.
T-Rex.
Rawr.
All right.
Alrighty.
I
So women, hold on, I gotta give you
Yes,
my
one-
main guy.
yeah, I mean character real quick.
Man.
Who's the leader of your faction?
Yeah, who's the dude that's gonna like literally take this industry into the future under my watch? Man, that's hard. Like who can be the guy, right? Like who? Because I already told you I don't think the guy exists yet to knock down
Roman,
right?
yeah.
Well, now we're knocking down Roman, and nah, it's not.
Looks like you have
Dog, it's so hard.
so
man.
many names.
You
There's so
just
many that are
can't
good,
think of
dog.
one, huh?
I would love to work with Jericho one day. Like he'd be my old guy. Like he would be my like the guy who guides the team. It'd be him or Kurt. Kurt Angle's pretty baller. Dog, you know who it is? You know who really like? I'm not even gonna lie to you, dog. You may think this is crazy. This guy impressed the hell out of me at the NXT on Saturday, like night one of Mania. I think he's German or Russian. He was in that 4-way match.
What?
at standing
That
at,
Kaiser guy.
at NXT.
He's I can't think of his name, man. Or it's like Dragunov or something.
Oh, yeah.
He's the Russian. Like he
he's-
just his finisher is he just runs in and like literally headbutts your face off.
You have an NXT one?
Yeah, I have his card somewhere.
Hey, IWR cards.
Yeah, I do have those.
Something
too.
I'm not on, Gary. Idiot.
I have them. Maybe he's not in here. I do have them
Well,
though.
that's who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that
It's
dude, dog.
Ilya Dragunov.
There it is. That guy is a monster, bro. He does this like running headbutt. Like the guy, bro, he's legit crazy, right? Is he the biggest, thickest guy? No, and I still believe he can crazy.
He
straight
thinks he's
pick
the
you
biggest.
up. Bro. That guy right now should just be on the moon. Like that guy is just star. And the problem is you got like a Gunther and a Drew
Gunther.
and a Sheamus who are him, but with 18 pounds of muscle.
I am about it.
Oh no, dog! That match at Mania was top tier, phenomenal, man. It was just hitting.
They were going at it.
All right. Well, let me talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know if you heard, but there's a little shenanigan twist with the DT Dub boys.
I saw this.
I heard
man.
that. I don't know if you heard about the feud, but I was curious on if you could give us like a little bit of an example or some advice on how to cut promos.
How to cut a promo. Man, the art of the promo is easy, right? Because I mean, those two idiots have been doing it. They got at you guys what now, like twice,
2 or 3
Right.
different times.
So,
Yeah.
if you're gonna follow their example, you would look at the camera, right? Dead set at it. Oh, look at us. We're gonna crack some jokes. You'd go to a black and white filter. We don't do that because we're live. We don't pre-record because we're afraid we're gonna say something stupid and have to record the shot 8 times. Right? Also, like they're just like, all right. I don't even know why you guys are sweating these dudes. They call themselves dudes talking wrestling, right?
Right.
Like, they admit right off rip they're just 2 dudes who have no business talking about wrestling, right?
Correct.
Like they harass ask guys in parking lots to get interviews with them, right? You guys had the BrainJerk receptionist call me, set this up. I already got paid before I got here, right? So I think they're just giving them joints. That's cute. That's adorable. Oh my goodness. You get a little goodie bag. Mommy packed you a Capri Sun. You know, it's adorable, man. And like, I mean, like, first of all, you would think that the camera, like the angles, the shots, you know, you think they'd be up to par considering Stelios. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that? I meant spooky, right?
Right.
Is a freaking one of the best cameramen I know. Yet all he does is set his cell phone sideways in a freaking tripod and just talks into it on his couch. It's kind of weird. And then you got Devin, Doc, whatever you want to call him. I don't know what he goes by.
I call her Boomer. I call him Boomer Boy.
Yeah, he's boom mic guy, right? Like, what are you doing out in front of the camera? You're supposed to be holding the microphone so like stars can talk. Like, it's crazy, dog. Like, they had a duck. They had a duck on their show. Like, I'm kidding. I love Goose. I'm not gonna shout out to Goose real quick. I love
Goose and Kenny are cool.
Well, I was gonna say I love Goose.
Okay.
I love Goose. Kenny,
I
mean, my boys had to whoop him like 2 months ago.
That's fair.
Like he went and played at Dave and Buster's while my guys went to the gym and, you know,
Worked
on
out,
destroying a duck and a dancing idiot. And look what happened. We destroyed a duck and a dancing idiot.
Very true.
But I digress. We're not talking about how awesome I am. We're talking about how not awesome DTW is being.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I heard they want you to join them.
Yeah, something about
they want you to like
us
I'm
going
looking
to
at the
them.
live right now, right? We're at an hour 5 and 43, 44, 45.
So
we've
already
I was gonna say
hour.
like those 4 seconds I just counted were twice as long as an entire episode.
So
of
what you're saying
DTW.
is our live is like 7 episodes for them.
Yeah,
that's
like
wild.
You've already recorded their entire year's worth of shows in this one interview. That's you know what I mean? Like, so it makes
put
no
the
sense.
static sound.
Like
in.
I want to play Sweden here. You know what I mean? Because like I do love Stelios.
Okay.
I love Spooky. They sponsor me for a lot of stuff. He's a really good camera guy. So again, I don't understand why he's just putting it on a track. It's, you know, it's cool, dog. People love to see you talk in your garage. That's apparently what everybody's watching. You know, all the major late night TV shows are hosted on a garage.
Right.
You know, not on a set with like a wall that has like your logo on it, your sponsors on it. Do they have sponsors?
I don't think so.
Do you guys sponsor them? No, you guys don't need
no.
shout out on their podcast. We don't need
their.
That's crazy.
We don't need their pity 5 views.
They don't need their pity.
They only get like 5 views. We don't need that.
Man, so that's Stelios, Doc, his girlfriend, and then you guys waiting to see when they talk trash. So that explains all 5 views. That's crazy. So like I'm just like I'm not talking. I'm just literally observing. You know what I mean? Like the sky's green or the sky's blue, the grass is green. You know, facts are facts. But what I would suggest, right, and like I can even like be the not narrator. I mean, I would narrate. I talk a lot, but the dude that's there, right? You know, I would help I would help negotiation proceedings, right? Because I think there is a common place here, right? You have one good wrestling show and a good reel, you know, right? And you could combine that reel and this awesome wrestling show, and you could make a mega wrestling show with an awesome reel, right? And like, so like, but like, you can't join them because you guys are bringing like an hour plus to 5 minutes.
We're bringing
Like, well, how are you gonna fit that? They won't even have show anymore.
I know I wasn't good at fractions, but
like,
how does that work?
It don't work.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean? Like, but I've been around the BrainJerk studio. It's huge. It's an amazing place. There's like 4 offices. Like, there's a bunch of places to shoot stuff. You know what I mean? We could literally start said show, do your first segment, right? Shoot it cut to dudes talking wrestling.
Give
Y'all
them
can go get ready
10,
to talk
15
to
minutes.
Yes, you know what I mean? Come back. Don't give them 15. That's a lot of time. They're not there
7
yet.
to 10
They're
maybe.
only on a 5-minute set.
Right,
you know
I like
what I mean?
that.
They only got
That's fair.
They
I
only
didn't think
got
about
a tight
that.
5.
That's 5.
You know what that means? You're a comedian. A tight 5. You got a tight 5.
Take 5, yeah.
A tight 5. It means a tight 5 minutes, man. That's hard. You know, but yeah, they do that. They come under work for you guys. It could be, you know, Squared Circle Shenanigans featuring
dudes talking
talking
gifts.
wrestling. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Dudes talking wrestling.
dudes
Yes.
talking
I
wrestling.
mean, wrestling.
Right. Boom. Now we can make awesome merch. We can stop this feud.
Right. You can-
Right. Because like everybody's like, I heard they think you're scared. You guys weren't rebuttaling. Hey, you guys ain't rebuttaling. It's your professionals. And there's no reason. So you see the WWE punching down at people when they take shots at them? No, because
No.
when you're on the top of the mountain, you don't lower yourself to that level. And you don't get mad when chihuahuas are barking at you when you're a Great Dane.
Mhm.
Because you're a Great Dane.
You just
I do
walk
like
past
that,
them
but-
with their head held high.
Exactly. And that's what you guys are. You're two Great Danes with some chihuahuas yipping at you.
Did
And-
you know at first though, before this baby was born, Keith was a DTW insider.
I was part of them at one point.
Like, he did.
I will admit I was part of them. I
He
did
came
offer to
his
help,
senses.
but I did realize that they were not using me properly, and I had so
No.
much knowledge that why
Why waste
not
it?
Why just
be
have
in front of
me
the
be
camera when I
insider?
could be.
Yeah.
And then you know, how
Become
many
the
episodes
outsider,
he could've
become
came
the
up?
man that I
He's
am.
come up, he's very knowledgeable.
And he's killing it.
And I want to
Great
say this. I want to
interview.
say this now, actually, Mr. Sourpuss Steven. I know what you're talking about, and I know what you're doing. And it's easy. You can talk about my weight and my height and all that. But I'm gonna tell you now, you poke the bear way too many times, and you're gonna get clawed, and it's gonna hurt. So keep playing with me. Find out what
Keep
happens.
Playing with him, find out,
Ooh,
Spooky.
He said a kitty cat can't fight a grizzly. That's what I heard.
Talking about spooky this, spooky that. Man, you're scared of some competition. Let's do this. Come on.
Ooh, he said you're trying to
Spooky
buy
got
him out
spooked.
because you're afraid they're gonna beat you. That's what I heard.
It sounds like Keithy's getting
I'm
mad.
ready for this. No more bullcrap. No more this. No more that. Let's
He's not
just do
playing
this
no more,
now.
Scotty.
He's
Look
not.
at this, dog. Like,
Listen, I try to keep this bear.
I
Listen, I try to
liked-
keep him silent.
I like being calm. I like being
Once he's
collected.
awake,
I liked
he's woken,
being
he's-
me.
He's ready.
But you poked and pushed too far, and I'm ready.
heard he called you a camera goblin.
You got the boom boy and Sourpuss Steven hiding behind their camera on their boom mic.
Ooh.
That right there is a mic drop.
We're not gonna really do that though because they're expensive.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna drop them.
Insider secret.
Yeah.
They're like $1,000.
They're nice. They're nice. Can you hear me now? You can because they're nice.
All right. Well, with that, I think we should thank our sponsors again, and I think it's that's a good way to end it.
All right.
I think-
Well, thanks, Jeremiah, for coming.
Thank you for-
guys.
thank you for being
I
on.
loved it. It was great.
We didn't get too far into the interview. Hopefully, we can have you on again eventually in the future.
I was having fun just doing the question.
But yes,
Questions,
the
talking
the
about
topic
wrestling, I
was
love it.
fantastic. I did like hearing about a bunch of the stuff that you were involved in, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of the product and hoping.
Bro, come on out. You guys are always welcome. Our next show for us wrestling. That's my baby. It's my creation. It's a vibe. That's how we've been described. Shout out to me. Come out May 12th. It's called It's Gonna Be May. It's
I like
1,000%
I like
what you
it.
think it is. It's in sync themed. The opening flyer is no strings attached with DTA. It's pretty dope.
That's awesome.
It's also a benefit show for my boy Sin, my tag partner. He's going through a rough time, so come on out. It's actually for a good cause. I don't want to go into that. That's a lot personal. I'll tell you guys about it after, but come on out at Renegades Bar, Garden City, May 12th. Doors open at 6 p.m. Shout out your sponsors.
All right, sponsors.
Yeah.
We've got to say thank you once again to the Little Brown Jug, Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill, IWR, 8 Mile Vodka, Muggsy's Sport Grill and Bar, Monroe Sports Center, Lane's Pizzeria, Deb's Floral, RPW, the wonderful folks at Pro Wrestling Edge. And you know what? Instead of thank you, it's more of a you're welcome, DTW.
Damn, Mike.
Good night.